I've often heard that culture eats strategy for breakfast every morning. If anything, this just emphasizes the importance of culture. What is culture? This is a set of collection of behavior that people display at workplace. Where what we mean by when we say culture eats strategy for breakfast every morning is that no matter how good your strategy is, if the culture does not support it, nothing happens. In order for an organization to be effective and to provide that good working environment, a compassionate culture is not something that just happens. It is something that needs to be created. A conscious effort needs to go into creating that pleasant environment where compassion can be practiced. When you're speaking of the organizational culture, you also need to understand this is not something which is restricted to within the organization, but also goes outside the boundary walls of the workplace. You've got vendors, like most businesses, all businesses have vendors, partners, and they've got a lot of external stakeholders as well. If you're a compassionate business, you need to be able to show this compassion even with your vendors and partners. I'll give you a simple example. We've oftentimes found individuals celebrating by delaying payments to their vendors and then being happy by saying, see how much we are running our business on their expense. Great humor, not compassion in business. If you are a compassionate organization, it needs to show in all your behaviors and actions with all your different stakeholders. Finally, when businesses go through challenging times, when there's a lot of stress, people forget how the right approach needs to be. What is the most appropriate behavior that they need to display? Organizational cultures, two things that we've seen going out when times of stress comes in is humanity and respect. These two cannot be compromised at any expense. Good organizational cultures hold on to humanity and respect of individuals no matter how stressful the times are. And that is what is required for compassion in business in the organizational culture context.